Hello and welcome to the first match of today. I am Trainer Nade and I have NESberg here with me.
Hey, Trainer Nadia in chat. Good to be here.
So today we have EricVanWilderman and versus ThisWasMurphy. Um, and it's shaping up to be a really good match, of course, as all these players are high skill. You can see Eric is currently sitting at 4th with 3 wins and 2 losses, and ThisWasMurphy is at 6th with 3 wins and 2 losses. So they're very close.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to today. It looks like it's a pre-recorded race, but as always, the commentary is live. So, so we don't know what's going to happen. We'll be finding out, just like you.
Yep. And I always like to do a reminder for anyone who maybe was around last season but hasn't been so far this season, or is maybe joining us for the first time right now. The way it works is there are going to be 15-minute rounds. Whoever gets the most clears in those rounds is the winner for that round. Whoever wins through 2 out of 3 at least wins that match.
And we'll play all 3 of them regardless. And it looks like we got a short little, a little over 9-second level collecting 5 coins. So hopefully the players can figure out where those 5 coins are without getting the thwomp.
Yes, and it looks like I don't quite want to call it a troll level, but it is because we
Yeah.
keep seeing them face planting into this thwomp thanks to the Monty Mole, and there Eric choosing to take his skip.
Yeah, and we'll see if ThisWasMurphy stays with it because, like you said, it just the automatic is heading right to a thwomp.
Yeah, and because I didn't explain with this setup, the way it works is they each have 3 skips per round. Once they've made that 3rd skip, normally they can't skip anymore unless they want to take another minus.
And we have seen it happen. If you take the skips earlier, if you just get a batch of really bad levels, it happens. So it looks like Eric Van Walderman's on a collect the coins level. He's got all of them. So he's got the clear condition, just trying to find the goal.
And this was Murphy deciding, looks like eventually, you know what, I'm gonna just go ahead skip. And he's onto the same level now.
Yeah, I can't blame him either.
No. Eric maybe looking for some cheese? Ah. Trying to get around all those bombs and down into, oh no! Those bombs are going right into where he needs to be for the flag. Oh no! You can see his face there!
Yeah. Eric Van Wilderman's always pretty animated, and I don't blame him for that face. Oh, the shock, the horror, the horror.
Yeah, definitely. Ah. I'm not even... Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna say ThisWasMurphy has the clear condition, so we'll see what happens on his side if he can make it on through on the first go round. Yep, sure does. Uses that bomb to get down there to the flagpole and takes the first clear.
Meanwhile, of course, Eric having to go through this level again. But at least he knows where it is this time, so he doesn't have to look around.
Yeah.
But,
How unfortunate. And yeah, hopefully keeping that clear condition for one more non-hammer. Good.
there you go. And he gets the clear.
And the animation.
So this was Murphy onto a poison-filled level. So those poison mushrooms are nighttime mushrooms. They chase the player.
Yeah, I really love how they kind of come together. If you can kind of lead them one direction or another, they can all kind of stack on each other.
Yes.
But yeah, Eric running right straight into the face of one, so having to start again. 39-second world record, so this seems like a pretty doable level so far. And of course, there's always the moon.
Yes. That is the one saving grace probably in this specific level, especially, is that that moon is there to save you if you get a little piled up.
Yeah, and that was nice using the on-off block to trap half of them, so you can run to the end and hopefully get there with. Oh no,
Oh no.
get there with a fewer as Eric does. Straight to the flagpole, 2-1 lead.
Yep, looks like this was Murphy hesitated just a little bit trying to avoid those mushrooms and instead got poisoned.
All right, chat. Is it Wilderman?
Um,
I just see a wild man.
oh,
So
Wilderman. I'm
it's Wilderman.
sorry.
Yeah, we can correct that. I'll do my best.
Eric, how about that? We'll call him Eric or EVW.
EVW. And looks like has to get through this beautiful level without taking damage.
Oh no, and this was Murphy again getting to the end of that flagpole and just missing it and getting hit by a poison mushroom. This looks like... Is this level that Eric is playing? No, it's not quite. I was gonna say, there was a level that went slightly viral at one point. It looks like that.
A lot like this. It was just, I mean, I watched multiple players just work their way, and it took, 40 minutes, an hour minimum just to figure out the pattern. And I believe Eric skipped.
I think that was a smart move on that level. Of course, this was Murphy about to see it. We'll see how quickly he skips.
So yeah, taking the clear on this was Murphy, tying it up 2-2.
Oh no, and Eric not noticing that clear condition of don't hit the ground once leaving it and jumping for the cape, immediately losing the clear condition.
Yeah, so it looks like 20 seconds, a short timer there, so it's either going to be a short level, make it through, or have to start over. Yeah, so this was Murphy going to give this another shot.
Nice, and Eric managing to just fly across the whole level and make it to the goal for his third clear?
Third clear, yeah. Looking good, Eric. And this was Murphy still on it, braver than I am. And Eric unfortunately backed out. So gonna take a few seconds off his time. And I think this was Murphy skipped that wisely as well. That was gonna be tough.
Yeah. And unfortunately, that's one of those things that happens to players sometimes is they're just going too quickly trying to push those buttons. And hopefully Eric only does it that once.
All right, so moving on to Japanese level, and hopefully this was Murphy can one-shot this as well.
Yeah, this was Murphy seeming to notice that clear condition. As long as he doesn't accidentally drop down. Oh no! Oh, just making it.
Fortunately, not a tight timer.
Yeah, definitely. But when he went past it for a second there...
All right, so it looks like we got a tie game going on, 3-3.
Yep, and Eric in this what looks like to pick a path. So he's trying to figure out maybe which way he should be going at this point.
And skips. I know they both skipped that one level. Do they both have 2 skips right now? I think they had an early one.
Yes, they are both at 2 skips, 3 clears. And of course, Eric has a little bit more lore on this level, but I think only a little bit.
And I think this was Murphy got lucky in his pick. Nope, or not. Nope, I was wrong.
This was Murphy deciding, with that soft lock, he's like, nope, I'm done with this. I don't want to play pick a path, and skipping for his last time.
7 minutes left. Yeah. So from here on out, either doing all the levels, which was a nice quick one.
Very nice.
Taking the lead 4-3. It might prove to be a really good decision. Because on Eric's side, whoever did this figured out the pattern, then might have went back and just got the record.
Yes, definitely. With this kind of, especially like pick a path level, it's very likely someone went through to get the world record specifically. Because the way these levels are chosen, chat, is that they are all just expert levels that have a maximum of 1.5 minutes for their world records. So we can have everything from that super short speedrun to this puzzle level we see this was Murphy doing to a pick a path. Eric seems to think he's on the right path.
Yeah, there it is. He sure did. So good read. He did a good read there. He jumped up and saw that he had hit the P switch early. He would have just been mashed by a bunch of cannons. So he was nice and patient on that level. Tying it up
Yeah.
4-4.
But even though they're 4-4 clears, Eric has one more skip left. So with this much longer level here that ThisWasMurphy is on, then, you know, ThisWasMurphy, deciding to skip and take the -1?
Yeah, maybe with 5 minutes left,
Oh.
thinking maybe he could make it up.
Yeah. Looks like. So, I mean,
So
with 5 minutes left, he could, but
yeah.
it's a big decision.
And also that means Eric's taken a 2 clear lead with that -1. So up 5-3 with 5 minutes left. So yeah, it'll just be a matter of like what levels come next. And we'll see if Eric stays on this puzzle level.
Yes, which I just saw the name was Not the Intended Use puzzle.
Nope.
Yeah, he saw the room and was like, no, I'm done. But that's only Eric's third skip, so he
Yep.
keeps all 5 clears.
Yep. So looking pretty good on EVW's side. EricVanWilderman. ThisWasMurphy's gonna have some ground to make up.
Yes, I did see very briefly on ThisWasMurphy's screen, there was a red coin up on top of an area. I hope they're not necessary.
Yeah, and there's the second one, so definitely not going for the red coins.
Yep. Looks like a little bit of just various path, more or less straightforward.
Yeah, and Eric pretty close behind on this, on I believe the same level.
Yes.
And we'll see has any interest in getting the red coins either. And ThisWasMurphy fortunately got a checkpoint, but I think died at the second checkpoint.
Yes, I think so.
Very unfortunate.
Yeah, the fact that we haven't seen, we've already seen those checkpoints, but we haven't seen, a red key door suggests that most likely those coins aren't necessary, which is probably good since both runners are skipping them.
Yes. So there's that checkpoint he died to last time, hitting it. ThisWasMurphy hitting it this time and making some progress. And there is the unnecessary key door and the tape.
Yes. So it was just probably a bonus room.
And ThisWasMurphy only one level behind. So with some speedrun levels, he could still be in this.
Ooh. And Eric face planting into a wall, falling into the void, and having to start back at the checkpoint.
And like you said, it's pretty straightforward, but it is a long level. And the realization, the skips are over, so just kind of keep on grinding.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that we see in especially this level of skill is, where do they skip, when they skip. The fact that ThisWasMurphy has gotten, I think
Within
one more clear and maybe a second clear here. He's far enough ahead right now that it might have been a smart choice, but we'll have to see.
And there's Eric getting the key and not using that bonus door and just hitting the tape, taking a nice solid lead 6-4.
Yeah, makes sense. Oh no, ThisWasMurphy. Okay, good. Being able to get through those blocks. I wasn't sure if the bomb would explode enough. Oh, but losing the Tanuki suit?
Yeah, it looks like it's pretty much necessary for this level. So visit to the cave.
And it was... okay, there was a checkpoint. I wasn't sure. I remembered it was a decently long time for him to get up there first. So Eric, not too far behind, just coming up to this section. I think where the checkpoint is? Oh no, he has a little bit further.
So we'll see if he can rise up with that Tanuki suit. Very skillful, clearly, at using that. I I struggle spamming that button.
Definitely.
And a couple one-ups, if he wants them.
And it looks like this was Murphy, okay, deciding to take the door, which was the right path, getting his 5th clear. Of course, with 45 seconds left, Eric still has 1 clear lead, so we'll have to see. This next level has, 1 minute 9 second world record.
So, cheese. With 30 seconds left, we were looking for some massive amount of cheese here.
Yes. Looks like he bounced. He was looking maybe a little bit, but...
So, try to speed run it to get to the tie, but if that was honest world record and the death, so...
And Eric cleared it too. So with those few seconds counting down, EricVanWilderman taking the win for the first round at 7-5.
All right. And hopefully fans of Eric and This Was Murphy can put some hype in the chat for their preferred player. Congratulations. GG's. Yeah, nice close match. Yeah, really that one, it always comes down to this. Week after week, I think this league so far, the skips is what we've talked about.
Yeah. Well, and it's really interesting. I think it's an interesting setup they decided to go with this season versus last, where the players are playing the same set of levels and they have limited skips, because we really get to see the skill come out in, what do they skip, what don't they skip, when do they skip.
Yeah, I really love this format. I think that GSA really tweaked it to, really provide something much more fair. I know in Discord they've talked about load times, there's some issues there. Maybe they can work out in the future, but I just think this is just a great way for 2 racers to match up head to head.
Yes, definitely. And I just like the way that it's done. Even though the statistics worked out for the previous way that the endless was done, I like how this one, we have them playing and running the exact same levels. So we know, okay, this requires the same level of skill, versus in endless, they can get anything.
Yeah, and there was some luck sometimes involved with levels. And we've seen that here, even though they're on the same levels. Yesterday, we had one that 3 levels back to back were like 60 seconds, just long.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, sorry about that. Making sure there's not a yogurt episode at my house.
Oh, no.
All right, so it looks like we're gearing up for round 2. We got a nice 36-second, looks like some snow, some cold level. A little cold where I'm at as well, so hopefully everyone's weathering the winter.
And this is tagged as Speedrun, so hopefully it is accurate.
Yeah, 39-second timer, and that looks like a tight timer. I believe it. Well, 36 seconds, not incredibly tight, but within 3 seconds, and both hitting the same piranha plant.
Which is always fun, I think, when you see them hit the exact same thing. It shows that there's something with the way the level is designed. It's, not just a mistake, for example.
All right. And my analyst in the booth has just informed me there's no such thing as a 39-second timer. That was a 40-second timer. So thank you for that caller commentary. All right. So EVW making his way just a little bit ahead of This Was Murphy and taking the first clear and the lead. 1-0, but This Was Murphy, 4 or 5 seconds behind?
Yeah, if that. It's just within a few seconds. They're 1-1, moving on to the next level, which is 5% possible, a clear rate of 4%.
All right, that level creator knew. Wow,
yeah.
That's an impressive label.
So a bit of bullet hell, maybe? I mean, it's not terrible. It's more just that you have to fight with all of these problems at the same time.
And ThisWasMurphy twice tried to do the fast strat, and EVW just slow and steady, and made it through that first bit. See if he can continue on with it.
Yeah, and it looks like ThisWasMurphy still just trying to go through quickly, and it's not working out for him.
And EVW hit a checkpoint, so good progress here.
ThisWasMurphy laughing, shaking his head. At least he's, you know, upbeat about it.
Yeah, one thing I've seen over the course of this session is he always seems to be pretty happy.
Yes, definitely.
And EVW making it through the key door and to the flag. 2-1. So yeah, it looks like ThisWasMurphy slowed down this time and kind of slow and steady made it through there.
Yeah, and so I was just about to say, like, if he takes another death there, it might be one of those times where it might have been worth it to take the skip, but then he made it through. So that's one of those things of like, well, is it really worth it to take the skip, or should they wait a little bit longer? It's hard to tell sometimes.
Yeah, and I think he'll get to this boom boom, and oh no. As I said that was the last of what he had to do to clear that level.
Yeah,
so,
Bowser Jr. just taking him out with that fire.
And EVW is on a 43-second level. Sandy Oasis. All right.
Yep. And ThisWasMurphy making it back to Bowser Jr. Yes. I always say,
I know. I'm with you.
I said the wrong one once. Of like, I think I said Bowser, Baby Bowser instead of Bowser Jr. because the difference is a bib.
Yeah.
So
EVW damage boosting his way to the end, and kind of extending. Well, keeping that lead. It looks like ThisWasMurphy cleared as well. So we're at 3-2.
Yes, and I think Eric had taken the world record on that, so ThisWasMurphy taking the world record back.
All right.
Which is great to see now if he can catch up clears-wise.
Yeah, at some point, someone's going to have to do the stats on how many world records we see in this league. I mean,
definitely.
Plenty of them.
Ooh, that was close. Eric just managing to skip over that spike ball with this very fast auto scroll.
Yeah, I was gonna say this auto scroll looks, is intense, but there's the flag. Up 4-2.
With 10 minutes still left, we're going on a really nice record pace here. And Murphy damage boosting to the flag to bring him up to 3 clears.
All right. So yeah, we have a great game going on here with 10 minutes left. Really good numbers and some decent, straightforward, honest levels.
Yeah, definitely. And this next one for Eric, oh no, as he face plants into a thwomp, had I think just like a 16-second world record, something like that.
Uh-huh.
So if they can do it quickly.
Yeah, and it looks like there's a clear condition having to find the Yoshi. Could be out in force, or you gotta go search for him. Come on, Yoshi, be in there. Nope, not a star.
Especially with a world record of like 16 seconds, it's looking almost more like pick a path. Oh, there's a Yoshi, we see him. Now he just has to find the right pipe.
Yeah, and he's got a few choices, so hopefully we'll be able to figure out the correct one.
And this was Murphy doing a fairly clean run on this fast. Oh no! Oh. Commentator's curse, of course, as I say it.
Oh no! EVW finding the Yoshi and not making it back to the pipe he needed to go through for the tape.
So right. Both of them trying their levels again.
Fortunately, both of them know exactly what to expect. Oh no, this was Murphy heading into another piranha plant. That scroll is tough.
Yeah, it's a really fast scroll.
And they're just there's more than one enemy definitely that he's facing. I mean, the piranhas being the main one, but definitely other ones as EVW takes his 5th clear.
Yeah, and of course,
4th clear, I'm sorry. My apologies. 5th clear.
No, it is 5th
Okay.
clear. Yes.
Math. I'm there.
Numbers, they're hard sometimes.
They are. Oh,
no!
This was Murphy right at the flag not going under the piranha plant.
And you can see his expression in that camera just being like, oh, why did I do that?
Yeah.
Oh,
And I know, I think it was SV John Wayne said, you know, look, when you're doing this and you're running at full speed, sometimes it's just hard to pull up. You know, you're trying to race, you're trying to get your time down, and it doesn't always happen for you. All right, but EVW with the flag and the 6-4 lead because ThisWasMurphy did clear that.
Yes. So, and neither of them having any skips this round. They're both deciding these levels are good enough to just keep going. So let's see. This next one we see with Eric is a 21-second world record. Standard, short, and sweet. Interesting setup here at the beginning for that level, while ThisWasMurphy tries to figure out kind of what's going on with these swamps.
Yeah, like I said, pretty honest level creation. So really, you know, nice levels to go through. You know, the creator putting an arrow in there. Hey, there's the finish. But compared to some other levels we've seen, some puzzle levels, some clear condition levels, really nice.
Yeah, especially sometimes we get the troll levels, and Eric getting yet another clear. 7 clears with 6 minutes left.
And ThisWasMurphy has the clear condition, and he knows where the pipe is, so he should be hitting the tape any second.
And there it goes. So ThisWasMurphy trying to catch up at 5 clears now?
I don't,
Yes.
EVW is on a super mega impossible, but I just love the tag F in the chat. So feel free, chat, to amuse the level creator.
Or don't, you know, it is up to you.
Yes. Our choices.
Oh, and it looks like EVW finding a dev door, perhaps.
Yeah. So finding a way up, and then what? So you give him this dev route, and
then there was nothing.
I think he's got the same, like, oh, there's a star. Okay. Now he can do it.
All right. Now he can just run through. Oh dear.
All right,
Timmy's first level.
ThisWasMurphy screams to the end for his 6th clear. So keeping it nice and tight. I believe it's 6 to 7 with 5 minutes left, and all the skips available.
Yes. So we have. So this time EVW deciding to go for a door instead of that Bowser trap. Hoping maybe if he goes over, oh, he ends up back in the same room.
Oh man, that is a lot of enemies.
Yeah. This is one of those ones where, especially because especially because it brought him back around again, I'm not surprised that he just decided to take his first skip on that level.
Yeah, definitely. Those level creators, you know, when they bring you back around in a circle, that they're hard to trust. F in the chat. He was right.
Definitely.
All right, so ThisWasMurphy making really good progress here and finding the clear. So we got a tie game, folks, 7-7.
Yes.
We'll see if ThisWasMurphy stays on that level or how long he stays on that level. But EVW is on a 42-second Lucas adventure. I wonder who Lucas is. He's having an adventure.
Yeah, interesting choice that EVW decided to take that clear pipe, which we don't normally see from our expert runners, and he ended up face planting right into Bowser. So, but luckily he made it up here. Oh, to a key door with no key. So having to try to figure out where the key might be. If it's in one of those spinies, he's in trouble.
Yeah, and that's the last really good hit he has, so come on, show me the key.
Oh no, unless it was in that last spiny that he missed. Deciding to take his skip on that one too.
Yeah, totally understandable.
Hmm.
And this was Murphy skipping as well. A little more quickly, so we're still tied up here, and we'll see if he can figure out Lucas' adventure.
Oh, it does in fact say in the comment area for Lucas Adventure is my first level.
Okay,
So
you should have known. So Eric's on a 15-second level. It looks, once again, there's the flag already. If he can make it through these spikes, yeah, taking the flag, taking the lead, 8-7 with 2:20 left.
yeah, so it was called a easy parkour level, so it looked like it was a nice, light kaizo. So he made it through that one really quickly. While this was Murphy trying this next level a few times, it looks like. EVW say no, no.
Yeah. 82 seconds, insta skip. All right. And third skip, but with a minute 50 left and a one clear lead. He should be okay, depending on what we get, of course. And yeah, I'm really hoping they can find this key. We got a second player looking for it.
Yep. Unless it was in that last spiny. I'm not sure where else it would be.
Or if this room is even needed.
Yeah.
You know, the way this is built, it's hard to say what is even necessary here.
And it looks like EVW having a nice straightforward run.
Yeah, platform level to the tape. There it is.
The timer counting down to the donut blocks, but he gets it.
All right. Looks like this was Murphy with a minute left. Did skip that level. So with a 2 clear lead, EVW heading in. We'll see if this was Murphy. This was a 15-second. The next was 82, and then the next was 27. It's going to be hard with that timer and just the load time.
Yeah, it's if he doesn't die, he might be able to tie it up, but at this point, it's probably going to be EVW.
Yeah,
as
with the
we see him
requirement.
compete.
Yeah, with the requirement that you look at the level, open the level, and then exit out of it.
Yeah, because this next level was one that EVW skipped, I believe.
Mm.
Yeah, this was
Minute
the first
22.
level, minute 22. So EVW taking the second round with 9 clears to 8.
All right, very nice. Great races. I mean, nice and close. You know, saving all those skips to the end in a really good way. All those later levels that EVW skipped and this was Murphy skipped, you didn't want to play those.
Yes, definitely. And just to let people know, of course, is just because EVW did win this match, they're still going to play the third round because all of the points matter for who gets into the finals at the end of the season.
If we happen to get them in chat after, I'd be interested to know if they ever experienced like skip remorse. You know, like how you have buyer's remorse? Like they skip something and go, man, I really should have done that. Or if it's just out of sight, out of mind. If it's just like, okay, move along.
Yeah, especially when they later, in a course set, end up running into, say, a troll
DGR.
level. Yep. Hashtag DGR, which isn't always a troll level, but
Right.
often enough is.
Just great that you get associated with something like that. That's wonderful.
Yes, definitely.
All right, so we got our third round coming up. It looks like we're just trying to get on the same screen here.
Yep, and because this was pre-recorded, that's why they're taking that moment to talk back and forth, make sure they're going to that same level, and that one of them was a winner, and they didn't need to do an overtime.
And yeah, you know, if you're lucky enough, you can catch EVW in the chat in the future, knowing everything that happened.
Yes. Though, of course, they're not going to tell us the results because this is a surprise for all of us, except for these two runners.
Yeah. And yeah, I don't know. Maybe, you know, South Korea, it might be tomorrow already. He might really be in the future. It's totally,
Yeah.
totally a possibility. And any This Was Murphy's fans, let us know in the chat. Let us know where in the US he hails from.
Yeah. All right. So as they go into this Japanese level, looks like EVW is saying there's probably trolls here and just avoiding the block, and Murphy doing the same. Oh no.
Yeah, 33-second. So if it can be figured out, so yeah, making up a little space here. This Was Murphy might be finding the route up into how did we get to this door?
And of course, with just all of these invisible blocks, that's gonna make it hard looking for maybe a vine.
Oh, somebody said they thought This Was Murphy was Canadian. I was just going from the flag. All right, so EVW finding a few more Kaizos, but then straight down. And This Was Murphy getting up to that door we were looking for. And bypassing the picador. Up and over.
Ooh, having brought a spring with him, let's see if he can make it all the way through into a flag. That might have been a very smart move, big brain play on Murphy's part, getting the first clear.
Perfect. 1-0 lead. That's what you want to have after being down 2. I'd like to see a strong showing. We were lucky enough yesterday to see that happen with Shoved and Raised Fire. He went up 2-0 and she came back and just looked dominant. So I know these experts can do it.
Yes, definitely. And it looks like this second level is a nice straightforward on-off course.
Yeah, switch parkour, 25-second world record.
So he's looking for cheese, maybe?
And the timer's not part of the problem here. It's, you know, a huge timer and a checkpoint. So, hey, thank you, level creator.
Yes. And it looks like EVW deciding to take a little bit more of the intended route. Ooh, but ending up in the void.
Yep, so definitely that up and over. Maybe the up and over was actually the route to go. First skip.
Yep.
And some animation.
Oh, and it looks like, there we go. I was going to say, the goal is blocked, but that on-off switch is in the wrong position, but then he saw it just at the top of the screen. Of course, on top of some invisible blocks.
Yeah. Nice 2-0 lead. If EVW can continue on, should be able to tie this up. Making quick work of this. All right, the wrong power. All right, 41 seconds.
And with a clear condition of reach the goal as Builder Mario, you have to figure out a way to get past these power-ups, I assume.
EVW running past the card box, having to come back, and showing us how he felt about that. Yeah, those are always tough. Whenever I see a power-up, ooh, and you know, when they rain down on your head, really making it difficult.
Yeah, coming from off-screen too. That's almost as bad, if not just as bad, as an off-screen thwomp.
Well, I've never seen these boxes bounce between power-ups before, like they are on EVW's side. That's great. All right, so he'll do it again. This little bouncy action. That's adorable. All right. Effective.
This was Murphy this time around getting that little bit of a bounce on his box.
Yeah, looking to have figured out that using the box might make it easier. Nope, straight run right.
because of course, at this level of skill, one of the key phrases is always run right.
Absolutely. Rule number 1. Rule number 2 being don't take the car. And then we're up for debate on rule number 3.
Yes.
Feel free in the Discord or the chat to tell us what your rule number 3 is. All right, EVW, hopefully killing this Boom Boom. Nope, losing his Mario suit. So unless there's another one at the end, and YOLOing off the end, nothing there.
This was Murphy thinking about the YOLO, but maybe deciding to try the Boom Boom fight first. Though, there were 2 key doors, so unless they connect to each other, which we'll see in just a second. Okay, they do connect.
Looks like EVW skipping again. Once again, This Was Murphy taking a dominant lead now with EVW having 2 skips. This Was Murphy clearing both and taking a 3-1 lead.
Yeah, very nice. This turnaround comeback. Oh dear, and it looks like this next level, yep, it's a one-room puzzle. You can see EVW laughing. He's like, oh no, this is one of those times where he might regret the skips.
It was 86 seconds, so just under the threshold, and This Was Murphy skipping as well, wanting none of that minute 26.
Yeah, so with that, Eric has used all 3 of his skips this round.
With 9 minutes left.
Yeah, so has to be really scary, you know, because you don't know what's going to come up.
All right, so yeah, This Was Murphy having a really good round. Happy to see it. And EVW hitting a checkpoint, so maybe making this clear can kind of get back into the rhythm.
Yeah, though, Murphy just behind, not, a few seconds.
Yeah, and the fact that hadn't skipped anything and they're almost in sync, really helpful.
Yes.
Halfway through. Oh,
wow. Okay. So it looks like it was a fake troll.
Yeah, it was the intention, to get him down there, so fair enough.
Then outracing the Thwomp. Of course, at this
coins.
At this level, racing as Thwomp isn't that difficult for them, and making the clear.
All right, and This Was Murphy right behind. So keeping that 2 clear lead, 4-2.
And EVW getting that world record. Let's see. Oh, and then This Was Murphy answering back and getting the world record.
Very nice. Expert level right here.
Yeah.
Right. Looks like we got a 40-second speed run with a world record of maybe 36 seconds. So maybe not a tight timer, but not even.
Ooh, and it looks like that poison water is rising, and they have to eventually end up with a POW block.
And yeah, the flurp, as NZ would call that.
Yeah.
Our girl. And hopefully she'll be coming up commentating later on tonight. We got some great matches after this. I'm really excited about tonight.
Yes, definitely. So we see EVW going through and using a few of those POW blocks, but it looks like the level creator was nice enough to go ahead and give one extra. I was wondering if one might be a trap.
Or if maybe you need it later on to maybe insta-kill a Bowser or something.
Yeah.
Oh, no. We sure don't.
Nope. And it was a slightly tight timer, but luckily, even though he missed, it wasn't that tight.
All right, and both of them getting the clear. So This Was Murphy again, keeping that 2 clear lead. I mean, they're almost synced up here within seconds.
Eric being very boisterous and pointing to his screen and then himself.
Cartoon Eric's World 3-2.
Yep.
All right, Cartoon Eric, 40 seconds. And hey, it says Z, so we know what to do.
Yeah, it's always nice when the level creators put in indicators to make it clear what's supposed to happen. Which this looks like this level has very nice indicators, coin paths showing where to go.
Yeah, I really like that on the link levels. Because
Yes.
I'm still trying to figure out the when to throw a bomb. I'm like, please remind me what to hit. Of course, not necessarily an expert, really, but helpful.
Yes.
All right, it looks like
Nice,
this was Murphy.
straightforward level.
Yeah, this was Murphy, just straight through it.
Yeah.
EVW slightly behind, but really making short time of that.
Very nice. Yeah, it looks like EVW lost just like a second or two here and there because he took a couple of those thwomp spins one at a time versus
Yeah.
ThisWasMurphy skipped a few. And at this level, I mean, those tiny things can make, oh no, a huge difference.
All right, so run hard, but it's 8 seconds, so likely give this more than one shot. Huh. All right.
Both of them face planning into that. Yeah, this time, both looking for maybe some cheese of some kind.
And just having to go fast? Wow, that's fast. Wow.
Maybe they have to jump over it far enough. Yep, like what EVW just did.
Yeah, absolutely. And
Oh
no,
no.
and I'm sure they're getting held up on those treadmills a little bit. So, still gonna try it, 8 seconds. If you can just run, no. And I think this was Murphy skipping. Even at 8-second level, if you're not getting it, just go ahead and skip.
And I think that's a smart move. You know, he's at 6 clears right now with 4 minutes left. In these previous rounds, they got, he got 6 clears and then 8 clears. So he's like, well, I still have time to get more clears. I have extra skips. Let me just move on.
Yeah. And looking like what was it? A little Kaizo there and sliding off the warp pipe. It looks like it's 3 boy and 15 seconds. So maybe not a bad idea to skip that and move on to something that's still relatively short. And EVW
makes that clear.
And this was Murphy looking for, finding more Kaizo. And YOLO? No. YOLO, no. Nope, sorry. Time to go down the pipe.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Just saying, EVW is within 3 minutes left, so it's still anybody's game.
Yeah, and because this was Murphy just deciding he couldn't get that timing and taking that skip, which I think was smart of him, it did, though, give Eric a chance to catch up.
And finding the Kaizo and see if the same slide off. All right, so we have a key door, and we have, this was the big brain.
Nice cheese. Getting Bowser Jr. there to clear the blocks for him.
And I'm just sitting here thinking, there's a key door, bump. No. Let's damage boost and let this guy do all the work. Let's see if VW does the same.
Oh, no.
Unfortunately not. All right, we got Geo's 1-1, 31 seconds on This Was Murphy's side with a 2 clear lead. Really looking for a little redemption here at the end.
And it looks like a nice straightforward, run and make it through unless he needs those red coins. So if those red coins aren't, true ending, then you might find he's in trouble.
Oh, there it is for EVW. So if you can make it through, no. I'm sorry. Sorry, EVW. Knowing that is definitely an option there, and just needing one more damage boost.
Commentators' curse is real, even when they are pre-recorded.
Yeah, that's amazing. That really is. Wow, the power we have. All right, this was Murphy taking the clear 8-5 lead with just over a minute. So looking really good at the end here.
But EVW, knowing he can get Bowser to clear that for him and going ahead and getting his clear, bringing it up 6-8.
Yeah, so this was Murphy has 6 bonsai bill bounces, and at least the level creators said they come at different times. So it's not just as straightforward. It's an expert level. There's got to be something a little different.
Which is at least nice of the level creator to comment on. Oh,
Yeah, last one's a big bounce, but it's a 7-second world record. So I'm sure we will probably see him clear this.
yeah, with just about 30 seconds left, if he can get, yep, just there. If he got those spins right, he got to the flag, bringing him up to 9 clears.
Yeah, 9 clears, just very good number. I mean,
Yeah,
great
with
work.
10 seconds left, EVW doesn't look like he's gonna get the clear, but we'll watch intently and hope. No, doesn't look like it.
All right.
Well,
Great.
nice. Yeah, that brings it up to ThisWasMurphy winning 1 round and EVW winning 2.
Yeah, that and coming back at the end. Really nice work at the end.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, we really did get to see that, like, those skips definitely matter, where Eric took all 3 skips, all 3 rounds, Murphy taking 4 skips and then going to 2 skips for the other 2 rounds.
Yeah, and at the end, him clearing the levels that EVW didn't. So you can see where it's, it was to his benefit at the end and to his detriment at the beginning.
Yep, exactly. It's always great to see this level of player racing, and this was a really great race. So because this is a pre-recorded match, we are not going to have any interviews, but if you stick around, we're going to give you a bit information about pace coming up in May, and then there will be the next race.
All right, so thanks, chat. I will see you in the next race. SV John W and Failstream coming up next, and I'll see you in 8 minutes.
Take care.
Thanks, trainer. Bye-bye.
They are synced.
They are synced now. Do whatever. In the lead again.
Wow. Side for sure from Cheese. Okay, doing it, moving. Oh no, but Cheese falls!